ShopRite has always been here for you, and our promise to bring you low prices on what you need most will never change. Get 2 kilos Tastic Parboiled long grain rice, only $36.99, and 280 grams of Enterprise Viennas in brine or Prima Luncheon Roll, just $17.99 each. Only at ShopRite.
Good morning, learners. Good morning at home. Are you fine today? I know it's a bit cold, but please rub yourself to feel the heat. I know now you are warm. Good morning, my friend. Okay, welcome to MyZone Online School. My name is Teacher Mudabeti. Our theme for this week is media. Before we start with our new topic, we are going to sanitize our hands. Remember to keep your social distance of 1 meter or 1.5 from other people. Let us now sanitize. Spray, rub in, rub out, between the fingers. There, you got it. Now you are clean. Our lesson for today will be plurals, conjunctions, sentence structure, diphthongs, and digraphs. Okay, let's go over to page 14 together with the grade 2s. And the grade 3s, you are also welcome to revise with us. We are going to do the plurals. We are going to learn about plurals. What are plurals? A plural is when anything or something is more than one. If I have 1 sweet, that is not plural. But if I have 2 or more than 2, then that is what we call plural, because there are many. Now we are going to write the plural for each word by adding an S or an ES. When we write a word in singular, we write it without an S. Though there are some words which are ending in S, like address is already ending in S. But when there are many, we have to add either a S or an ES. So now let's find out the rule on how to add a S to make a word plural, or to add an ES to make a word plural. Which words should we add only an S, and which words do we add an E before an S? Okay. For example, if I say the word box, a box is ending with an X. So, 1 box, but if there are 2 or more than 2 boxes, so I'll say what? I'll have to add an E before an S to make it in plural, to say boxes. So which words should I then add an S only? All the words which are ending with any other letters of an alphabet, we just add an S. But those words which are ending with a X, with a H, and with a O, we have to first add an E before an S. And also those words which are also ending with a S already, we add an E before we add S to make it plural. Are we together? But the rest of the words which are ending with any other letters of alphabet, just add an S. Then they are in plural. There are many. The first one is an apple. If you write it in plural, are you going to add a S or ES? Brush, potato, watch, pig, tomato, fox, ball, sandwich, X, house, bee. So check all those words and follow the rule that I have told you and see if you will get it right. Grade 2s, enjoy your work. Now I'm going to take the grade 3 over to page 15, but the grade 2s, if you happen to finish quickly, please follow with us. Come with us on page 15 for conjunctions. Now, what are conjunctions? Conjunctions are words that join sentences together. Maybe I have two sentences which are separate and I want to make one sentence. I can join with one of the words which are there in the box. There can be many. Some of them are not there, but for our level, we'll only look at the ones in the box. Now, which word should I put in the sentence to make it correct? Which conjunction should I use? Which joining sentence should I use? Joining word, excuse. Okay, let's read the conjunctions first, those joining words. I have and, or, before, because, but, so, and after. Okay. So now let me quickly explain to you how do we use each of the conjunctions. And is used when you are adding some other information. In addition to what you have said already or what you have done already, you use the and because you are adding some information. What about or? Or is when you are given options, this or that. But that joins two ideas which are opposites. They oppose each other. Then when you join those two sentences, you have to use a but. So, when you use so, it means you have to show the result of what came out of doing something, or when something happens, what happens after that. Before and after, they show the order or the sequence of things. How did they go? Before is earlier, after is later. Okay, so those are our conjunctions that we are going to use in these sentences. Let's look at number 1, sentence number 1. Let's go to the bakery, get a treat. Let's go to the bakery, get a treat. What conjunction do you think we can use there? We go to the bakery, we get the treat. I think we will use and. Let's go to the bakery and get a treat. Okay, so you are going to find out also the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and number 7 sentences for me, and try to put the correct conjunction, and when you read it, it must give you the correct statement. According to what I have explained, where do you use all those conjunctions, in which situation? Okay, number 2, you will need to put your coat on. We go. Number 3, I'll open the door. We can go in. Number 4, would you prefer a pink, blue cupcake? Number 5, I'm going to get a pink cupcake. It's my favorite color. Number 6, they both look good. You can only choose one. Number 7, the last one, we can go to the park. We finish eating. Which conjunction do you think will best fit the statements? All right. Okay, grade 3 and grade 2 together, you can do that one. Let's continue to page 16. Grade 3, are you still with me there? Let's come to page 16 together and see what we can do there. Now you have to write the following sentences in order. They are jumbled or they are cut, and you have to put it nicely in one sentence on the line which is provided. And remember the rule also, when you are rejumbling the sentences, you have to first look for a word that has a capital letter in it. Then that word will be the one to start the sentence. Are we together? Okay. So let's read the first one. And remember also the names of people and the names of places will always come with capital letters. So you have to be careful also there to select which one to start the sentence. It must make sense. Number 1, By train, sometimes. Stephen, to work, drives. Those are the words which are jumbled. Now we have to put them nicely in order to make a sentence correct. Okay, which words do you think you will start here? I see the name is starting with a capital letter. Let's try and see. Stephen drives to work, sometimes by train. Is that correct? Okay, let's try again this way. Stephen drives to work, sometimes by train. Is that sentence now making sense? Okay, I think it does make sense, but if you think otherwise, put it the way you think and ask your friends, your parents, your aunties to help you. Okay? All right. Now let's look at number 2. Making toys, we, for all the children. Now look at the word again, which is starting with a capital letter there. Then that word will be the one to start the sentence. Which word there? The we is starting with a capital letter. So I think we should be the first word to start this sentence. Okay. So now let's make a sentence that makes sense. We are making toys for all the children. I think that one makes sense, don't you? Okay. So now you can continue also practicing and putting this there and putting the other one there and try to read it until you find the final one which makes sense. Then you can write it in the space which is provided to you. Now continue with number 4, number 5, number 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And I will check your answers. Okay. Now let me get the grade 2s back again. Grade 2s, come with me over to page 17. The grade 2s, you are going to enjoy writing and formulating your own sentences here. You write a message to anyone of your choice. Anyone, your friend, in about 8 to 10 sentences. Make your own sentences. They can be 8 or 10. Check your spellings and check your sentences whether they are correctly constructed. Make the sentences nice. You can be rubbing how many times you want until you make a proper sentence, and I'll check with you again. Okay, we are going to look at the diphthongs on page 18 together. Okay, when the letters are together and they are next to each other and they form one sound, that is what we are going to look at. And they will always give a different sound when they are together. Are we together? That is what we call diphthongs. Okay, so we are going to look at the E for an elephant and the W for a watch. When the two are together, they will give a sound of a long ooh. You say ew. That's a long sound that we hear. And we can get that sound in words like flew, like if I fly, yesterday I flew, it's a E and a W at the end of the word flew. And we can also get that sound in a word stew. Stew. Like when you cook your nice meat and you put everything that is a stew, it will give you a long oo sound. Okay, so now you have to find out for me which word is the one that fits in the sentence which is given on the left column. Okay, you are given 2 possible answers. You read them nicely and you read the statement and you will find out which one is the correct one to be placed in the line that is provided for you in each statement. Number 1, there are a light on. There are a light on. The 2 possible answers are blue, like if I blow the wind. in the balloon. I blow. Then I blew if it was yesterday. And few for less. Literal things, if I have few number of things, that is literal number of things. That is few means less. Okay. So which one will best fit in that line? They are a light on. I think it's few. I think it's few. They are a few light on. Number 2, my brother the ball to me. What did my brother do to me? He the ball. Which one is the word that can best suit in the line there? Is it threw? Like if I throw you with something. If it was yesterday, I would say I threw. Okay? And then pew. Now, let's check which word will fit in the line there. My brother the ball to me. We always throw the balls to each other. I throw to you, you throw to me. Therefore, it is through. Through. Okay. Then you continue with number 3. I love to bubble gum. New or chew. Same, it was my birthday. New, the storm, my house down. Blue, you, the birds, south for the winter. Flu, news. Number 7, my glass has on the outside. Dew, stew, I bought a hammer and 5 screws, shoe. Lisa loves diamonds and jewels, pews. The reported a robbery. News, choose. Phil bought a brand car. New shoe. It's time to my subscription. Renew, new. My mom made for dinner. Due, stew. The plant to the 3 meters tall. Grew, hue. I a picture of a dog. Blue, drew. Okay, which word will best fit in the space provided in the statements on your left? Okay, so we move on to page 3. We have a very fun activity there with nice pictures there. Okay, we are going to look at a digraphs on page 19. Okay, so what are we going to do here? Okay, what are digraphs? A digraph is a blend of 2 letters that makes a sound. If 2 letters come together and makes a sound, one sound. Okay, that is a digraph. So now we have the digraphs which are here, but to get the sound and the correct answer, we have to check the picture which is given to us. Then we will know what sound is represented by the picture. Okay, you say the name of the picture at the beginning of the row first. After you have done that, then you have to circle the word that begins with the same sound as the picture. The first picture, what is that picture? That is a shoe. What sound does the shoe gives us? The 2 letters that comes together. This and when they come together, which sound do they give us? They give us a sh. Now, which one there do you think is the word that is having those 2 blending letters together? Number 1 is a sheep, a city, happy, and hay. Which word gives the sound of the picture? The second picture there is a, check that picture there. What is the name of that? Okay? Is it a sun, snip, apple, ant? Then you find out the name of it, which is not here on the answers, but the sound, the first 2 letters of the name of this insect, which is here, it is found on these 4 words. Which word is containing those 2 letters? And the third picture there also, look at it. What is the picture? What is the name of that animal which is there? Okay, after you find out the name of this animal, I'm very sure that you are going to find the 2 letters which sounds in the name of this animal which is here. The name of the animal can be found on the words, or it cannot be found, but all I need is only the sound, only the two-letter sounds that comes together. Are we together? Okay. Now let's continue to the next exercises on the same page. You say the name of the picture again at the beginning of the row, and then you circle the word that begins with the same sound, the same thing again. What is the name of the first picture that you see? Then you have to know the sound. Which sound does this picture start with? And you circle the word that's having that sound. The second one, what is that picture? Which word is starting with the sound of the name of that picture? And the third picture also, what is the sound here which the name of this picture is starting with? You circle that word. Are we together? Okay. I think that is fun. Enjoy. I hope you have enjoyed the lesson of today. Remember, keep the self-first following distance from one another wherever you are, of 1 meter or 1.5 meters away from other people. And do not forget to sanitize your hands nicely all the time. Now, we are going to call our friend Zoshi to say goodbye.
Hi everyone, my name is Zoshi. I'm back. And you can always stay active throughout the lockdown. You can play with your friends, but keep your distance. Like me and my friend. Yay! And you can also jog and sing to be active. Until next time, bye!
It's been a tough year for everyone, but it can also be a time for making good changes. Change in terms of optimization, relooking your finances, policies, and lifestyle. It requires some effort, but it definitely pays off. That's why the Good Deal engages with the public on better value for money. In other words, good deals. Right now, I want to talk to you about short-term insurance. That's all your personal and business belongings, like all types of vehicles, buildings, equipment, etc. And don't forget more specialized insurance like guarantees, construction contracts, farming, boats, airplanes, etc. If you're looking for a more affordable yet dependable insurer, SMS the word insure to 555 and we'll get them to call you. It won't take long and your number is safe with us.
Akili, 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 akili.
Wash away the germs. Akili and Happy Hippo have come to play with Little Lion. Little Lion doesn't want to play. He's afraid of germs. Germs can make you sick. Don't worry, Little Lion. We will get rid of the bad germs and then you can play with us. They hunt for germs high and low, inside and outside. But the germs are nowhere to be found. What are you looking for? Asks Miss Shrub. We're looking for germs, says Akili. Germs? Germs are everywhere. They are so tiny that you can't see them with your eyes. When you touch something dirty, germs hide on your hands. With water and soap, you can get rid of the germs and make your hands clean. You must wash both sides of your hands, under your nails, and between your fingers. We will wash away the germs and make your hands clean. Achille, get fresh water. Happy Hippo, get soap. Wash, wash, wash with water. Scrub, scrub, scrub with soap. Rinse, rinse, rinse with water, and the germs will be gone. Achille and Happy Hippo run to tell Little Lion that they found a way to get rid of the germs. After we go to the toilet, after we sneeze, when we cook, and before we eat, we wash, wash, wash with water. We scrub, scrub, scrub with soap. We rinse, rinse, rinse with water. And the germs will be gone. Now we can play all day because we know how to keep the germs away. After all that playing, it's time for cake and tea. But remember to always wash your hands before you eat. The end.
I don't think it will rain. Let's hope not.
I'm in the farm.
That's like this. Yeah.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Make a wish.
Hey, this trick kind of.
Many countries that have passed their first peak of COVID-19 are experiencing a second rise in cases. Is this a second wave of infections, and could even more waves lie ahead? Previous pandemics might give us a clue. The 1918 Spanish flu was the most deadly pandemic in modern history. It killed at least 50 million people. Its second wave was the most deadly by far, killing millions more than the first and third. More recent outbreaks, such as SARS and swine flu, have also had 2 or more waves, so it looks like the COVID-19 pandemic could have several too. The World Health Organization has warned about the dangers of a deadly resurgence. Many countries and places have seen infections accelerate after bringing their first waves under control. These rises aren't necessarily new waves. They could be spikes. Spikes are rapid rises in cases that aren't sustained, whereas waves happen over longer periods and often contain several spikes or peaks. Second waves only take place after a first wave has retreated. Many scientists believe more waves are inevitable and think a worse one could hit during autumn or winter. Some other coronaviruses spread faster when the weather is cold. If this is the case with COVID-19, it would put health systems under huge pressure. Many people are still vulnerable, and immunity to the virus might only last a few months for those who recover. It's also possible that mutations to the virus could lead to new waves. Hundreds of mutations have been found, and some could potentially make the pandemic more severe. One mutation may have already improved the ability of the virus to bind its spike proteins to human cells. This strain of the virus appears to unlock cells more easily and has become dominant around the world. It's unknown how the virus will continue to change.